Okay, so today we are going to be learning how to use an app that is called Drawingdesk. What you will need in order to use this program effectively is either a Apple smartphone or an iPad. The program, which is called Drawingdesk right here, can be downloaded on the App Store for free. It does have additional features that can be purchased, but it has more than enough available on just the free program for students to use and explore, and just to become familiar with digital art. And it's basically like a paint program. And so I'm doing this program specifically working in conjunction with visual arts outcomes of the high school curriculum. And then I'm infusing it with ICT outcomes for digital pictures. And the purpose of this is to get students familiar with the program, and also just to get them using some programs on their iPhones that can help them to develop their artistic skills. Now, you can use your finger, but also if you have a stylus as well. We were actually given these in class a few weeks ago by the professor, and they work for your phone. And so I'm going to begin by opening up the program here. So this is what it looks like. Drawingdesk. So if you had this with your students, what you're going to do is you're going to download the program from the App Store. I already have it. So this is what it should look like, Drawingdesk. Now within the program, there's additional options. So there's Kids Desk, Sketch Desk, Doodle Desk, and Photo Desk. Within Photo Desk, you can take pictures and edit them, just like any other program, PicMonkey, and Picnic and things like that. Within Doodle Desk, it basically, here I'll show you, acts like a coloring book. So here are some images that I've colored on here, and basically students can click on an image and then just proceed to color it in. And so that's one of the programs here. And then there's also an application called Sketch Desk within the program. And this is where you can basically draw whatever you like. So on the side, there's a taskbar. It has a eraser and a ruler, as well as your finger to smudge, ink, and spray paint. And if you type on this bottom bar here, there's also other applications, like you can dye the whole page. There's a paintbrush, marker, and a pencil. So for today, right now I'm gonna use this pen, or the ink pen. And so let's just say I'm going to draw, let's say, an eyeball. So it works just like a pencil. So you could draw, let's say you had that. And you can use this to draw anything you like. I'm trying to draw some kind of face, but anything really works. And this is basically just to familiarize your students with new techniques and applications. And so for in your classroom, it's a good way to teach them to utilize materials other than paper. It's also cost effective if you already are at a school that has the technology available. And also too, when students finalize, let's say, a drawing that they've done, they can email it to each other, they can post it online, or they can print it. And here in the bar, you also have the availability of customizing your colors, so you can do that as well. So let's say you wanted to add some detailing here. Now, I'm not the best drawer on an iPhone. If I was on a tablet, it's much more effective, but it still works, right? And the purpose of this is also to get your students using their smartphones in a way that is productive. Not to insinuate that what they're doing is not productive, but it basically is a way to teach them to develop their own artistic skills. It's almost like having a sketch pad. You have the ability to create drawings on the go that you can later prove to your teacher, that you've been doing some additional work outside of the classroom. And it really does benefit the students in the long run, especially those students that are very gifted with visual arts. And so just to show you the potential of this, I mean, this is just a really quick, kind of weird, kind of modern drawing. Just say and quit that. On this program, you can play with colors a lot. You know, these are just some pictures that I've made previously just to kind of show, you know, the ability of the program. So you can use it in different ways. This is just a quick sketch, you know, playing with color and lines and, you know, the different techniques, both pen as well as the spray paint can. So you can really get some images that can be quite visually interesting. And so, and also here, if you want to teach your students, you know, for landscapes or things like that, you can really play with the color here and get them to explore the site. So that's Drawingdesk. It's a really good program. You can save your images. You would generally have a school drive on your school iPads, but students with their phones can use it personally. Sorry, my hands are so shaky. I'm holding this while recording this and drawing. Now, I'm not going to show KidsDesk because most of these programs here are basically the same thing. KidsDesk is just a simplified version. And so these are just purchasing, things about purchasing and information, so that's not really important. But just for this initial program, you would encourage students to just get on it and explore all the applications. You want them to learn as much as they can and basically get familiar with it. And then after everyone has got a chance to try out the program and see what it's capable of, how I would lead the lesson is we would have a discussion on what we liked about the program and what we didn't like about the program, and basically what are maybe some flaws within the program, what are some hard to use applications, and what's really easy to use. And in the end, we can do a gallery walk essentially where all students can show the work that they were able to produce. And so of course some students may not particularly enjoy this, but basically this is to introduce the program to some students that may be interested in digital art in the future and even potentially video game design. I'll just show you here. So if you wanted to do 3-dimensional drawings for video games and stuff, like these are initial stages where you can really play with color and 3-dimension. And then also here, if you're into sketching as well, the program does have the ability to, you know, get really detailed in with some of your sketches. So here's just a landscape that I did. So a lot of students, and this was just done with actually my finger. I didn't use the stylus for this one. Whereas some of the images you're probably going to want to use the stylus to get more detail in. But basically, the lesson is surrounded around just students exploring this program and seeing what it has to offer, trying it, seeing if they like it. If they don't like doing their own drawings, they can edit a photo that they take, or they can use it to do a coloring book image. But basically, the purpose of the lesson is just to get them engaged with the technology and using it. The application, like I said, it's free to download, and it is fairly easy to use. You don't need to be skilled at art to create something. If you make a mistake, you just simply erase it, which is great about this program. If you don't like an image, you can start over. If you want to save an image and go back to it, it saves here in your art book. See, in the coloring images that you fill in save as well. You can obviously tell that I really like the program. So I would definitely use this program in a visual arts classroom. I would accept students' work that is produced on the program the same as if they did it in a sketchbook, because it is just a different form of it's just a different medium, I should say. It's a different form of multimodal literacy. If a student's able to convey an artistic image that's digitized, I would consider that the same as if they did it on paper. And so basically that is Drawingdesk, and the purpose of it, like I said, was just to get those students engaged. I highly recommend this in any artistic room. It's a great application, easy to use, and yeah, so that's it. Drawingdesk, available in the App Store for free.